Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 7. We're going to be speeding through yet another video. Unfortunately, still having the audio issues. I think I recorded 3 videos in a row with audio issues, so no voiceover there. So we're just going to go through the video at 1.5 speed and be talking through stuff. Obviously, we are in the exploration age at this point in time, and so we're trying to get ready for that. I have not had any experience with the exploration age. I think I did like 5-10 turns of a test game before we got to the one in this one. So all of this exploration age stuff is going to be completely new to me. As you can see, we did unlock the cartography technology. That's going to be one of the things that we need to get over to education itself. So we'll continue on this path. I believe did we take guilds here? I think we take guilds here. I can't remember. We might take feudalism. No, looks like we didn't have guilds. We obviously will have to take feudalism at some point. I do want to befriend that nation over there, that nation state. We're a little bit away from that. I was checking the value that we needed there. We're at 240. We need another 100. I would love to reconcile with some of these people. So we're going to go ahead and do a reconciliation with Egypt for now and see if we can get anything going there. I know it's going to slow us down from being able to befriend the city-state, but it is what it is. We are going to be able to get the observatory down. This is 8 science. That's like 10% of our current science input almost. So pretty big value there. I think overriding the library does make pretty good sense here. We do have our Kalam here over just doing some more exploration, trying to find us a place to settle our first, kind of overseas city if we can. That would be the ideal goal at some point in time. We do have that migrant moving over to the city in the far bottom right-hand corner that I cannot pronounce the name, so I'm not even going to try. But yeah, like I said, we'll continue to do some exploration here and hope that we can find something that we can settle on. What else we got going on? Sorry for any weirdness in the flow of this, but I'm trying to just kind of watch and kind of learn as we go along here. We did get a new, what was that? That was we were spying on Xerxes, and we got the Civic from that, which was quite nice. We've got a choice between the Bazaar and the Wharf. The Wharf is more food, which is great, which can help us more science. Bazaar is more gold. More gold means you can buy stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Bazaar here, but I think the Wharf is another great option as well once we get back around to picking something there. We do also have a specialist available here, or we could take another spot. We do need some specialists in our for our science thing, so that's definitely an option. But there's also some pretty decent land out there. There's some production there, obviously, with the happiness, and we obviously also have the dyes down there in the bottom right, or it's dyes or whatever that is on the bottom right hand corner. We are going to take the specialist. Now, the weird thing is it did not give us a specialist. So I'm not exactly sure if I misunderstood what the specialist thing was for, because we were at 1 of 4 before I hit that button just now, and we're still at 1 of 4. It might just be maybe specialist in the capital or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I think I discussed that at some point, but again, you guys will never hear that because, unfortunately, the video did not have any audio. We are just unfriendly with the 2 ladies there, as you can see. Hopefully we can try and get them happy with us at some point. Xerxes is just going to hate us forever, probably. So it is what it is. Hopefully we can get our relationship back with the other 2, though, so we don't have to worry about any sort of crazy wars or anything like that, because I don't really want to be at war. I want to try to be a pacifist. At least that's the goal and the dream. We have a choice between 20% gold for 10 turns or more production for overbuilding. The first time I think we did this, we did overbuilding. I believe this time we're going to try and do the gold. Did I already select it? I don't think I saw it selected, did we? Did we select it? I thought maybe... I don't know. I think we took the gold this time because we actually have a little bit of gold up there. And so 20% was actually going to make a difference here. The click was too fast, and I think that's what we took. It's what I wanted to take, so hopefully that's what I did. We're going to go ahead and bid a settler in anticipation that we will, in fact, find a place to settle some land over into the ocean. So we'll go ahead and get one of those being made now. And we do have a merchant now that we can send over and try and get some trading done finally, now that we're sort of kind of happy with the people that were our neighbors. So hopefully that works out. We are going to go ahead and get us that migrant moved in here. Unfortunately, it's not showing the plots of land like the stuff here. So we're just going to have to hover through all of these and figure out which one's best. We're going to go ahead and just take the 2 food, 2 gold up there in the right-hand corner like you saw. We do have a stone cutter available. I mean, that's some production. It's not bad, but we're not going to buy that in the city right now. We're just going to hold off for now. And we found us another plot of land. It's got some tea there, which is quite nice. Creates a full treasure fleet when connected to a coastal settlement. So if this land is big enough, it might be a candidate for us putting a city over there. Even though none of the island cities in the islands in the middle are going to be that big, it's still good to put a few there if we have some good resources. Now this wharf here, 6 food, 2 science, 2 culture, and what was that, 3 happiness? Pretty good wharf. And again, I've talked about this before. The general rule I'm going with is take whatever's best at the time. And then as we learn the game, maybe we can do some better planning, pre-planning in the future. But for now, early stages of us playing this game and learning how everything works together, just take the best at the time that we're looking at it. All right, we got to expand our town a little bit. We do want to take this. It looks like sugar to me. What is that? It's kaolin? What is kaolin? I actually don't even know what that is. Let me look that up. I mean, since I'm not playing the game, I have the opportunity to actually look up stuff on a... Oh, it's clay. Is it clay? Oh, it's clay. I didn't know that. It looks like sugar to me. But anyway, so we're going to try and figure out where we can put that. But it's nice to have a little bit of a bonus. Also, we do get a bonus, and I think I talked about it there. We could put it in a city, but we actually get a little bit of golden happiness if we just don't put it anywhere. We just kind of sit on it. So keep it in reserve. So I believe that's what we chose to do at that point. So that's going to be helpful for us. We do have a couple more possible trade routes, I think. Oh, no, we thought we did. We don't have another possible trade route now because we don't have enough trade relations, but I'm going to come talk to her and see if we can improve our trade relations and get us another trade route going with her, and hopefully that will help us out. And we do, in fact, she does agree, and we're going to go ahead and go over to Cahokia. It's got several things that we can trade for, and that'll be quite nice. I see another little, okay, I see another little piece of land. I see a single dot of land a little bit to our northwest. So not much to see there. I'm thinking about putting a city right here up to the northwest of the whales. I'm hopeful there's more land over there, but my suspicion is that there is not. I'm trying to save a little bit of influence. So we're going to take the cheaper of the options here and go with that. And then this is our city in the southwest, or south middle, I should say. I actually don't know what we're going to build here. I don't remember what I checked. I guess we went with a research initiative, just try to get the education as quickly as possible. I don't want to fall behind on tech as much as we can. So we went ahead and went with that. I haven't done any of those yet, the initiatives yet. We'll see how that goes for us here. We do have our settler, and we do obviously have our spot that I like to put on there. We're going to bring the settler a little bit close first, and then we'll bring the ship back to try to escort it the rest of the way, and hopefully get us a city set up over there by the T, and eventually work our way up to maybe treasure fleets or something like that. Because again, that's a mechanic I don't know anything about. I don't know how the treasure fleets really work. So we'll get to learn that together. Our city that we took from Egypt a bazillion years ago has a new tile. Apologies for the yawn. So we're just going to go ahead and plop that down here in just a moment. Probably take one of the big food ones, 3 food, 1 production, 1, what was it, gold? And then we've got the wharf here that we can plop down that I talked about before. 6 food, 2 happiness, or 8 food. Both are good, honestly. There's no wrong answer here. We've got a lot of happiness, but I think it's always good to have more happiness. Happiness can turn into science as well. So we went ahead and went with the 6 food, 2 happiness, and I think that's a good pick. We could buy something for the city up here, but again, I'm not really going to buy ones for the ones that aren't full cities yet. Sometimes I will, but in this particular case, I don't think we need to. We do have some gypsum now, and again, if we hold it in reserve, we get 2 gold and 2 happiness. So there's nothing really wrong with holding it in reserve, unless I'm just misunderstanding how that mechanic works. But I think I do put one of these out. I can't remember. Yeah, we're going to put one in our capital. We're going to put one down here in Samapa, because the production, I think, overall is just going to be better for us. Yeah, we are going to put, the rest are going to be put in Grinagara City, because production's good. There's nothing wrong with production. I mean, gold and happiness is great. Production also good. So we're actually at 6 of 8 cities right now. So again, we do have space for 2 more cities before we start taking any sort of penalty. And I think we could probably go above that number if we really wanted to, without too much fear of a penalty. We are going to go ahead and take the, what are we taking here? I actually don't remember. I think we take the dice here, don't we? Especially since I know that the specialist didn't seem to work before. Nope, we're going to take the production, which is fine. Production's good as well. Guild is done. We can go ahead and take feudalism. We keep pushing our way over towards education. Other good thing about feudalism, it does get us shipbuilding, which will take away the penalty of moving over ocean tiles. So continuing to push towards that as well is a good thing for us. We're going to be placing is this a kiln here, I believe? That's not the kiln. What is this we're placing? Is it the kiln? Yeah, I guess it is a kiln. So there we go. And then we do have a specialist here. Do I put the specialist down here? I know I talk about it at some point. Again, you guys never heard it. Where I wanted to try to put the specialist in the capital, see if that fixed anything. I'm probably just need to go look at the requirements for that legacy path for Enlightenment 1 to understand what specialists actually count. Maybe it's only specialists in science buildings or something. I don't know exactly how the specialists work in this game, but maybe it's a specific type of specialist, or again, maybe a specific location. I have to look at that. Again, I would love to take the influence here, the influence costing option. We're just going to take the free option so we can continue to generate up some influence. Still would like to get friends with one of the city-states. Our settler is in the ocean now, or in the water now, trying to get over there. We get to expand this city over here, this tiny city again, which is good. Moving towards the Jade seems like the best option here, so we are going to do that. Seems perfect. And there's our settler, getting pretty close. It's going to move out into the ocean tile. It's obviously going to take a little bit of damage here, but that's not going to be a problem. It'll be able to connect up with the ship here, and then they'll both be able to move all the way up to the location without having to cross any more ocean tiles and not take any more damage. All is well. So far, things are going okay. We're actually neutral with Himiko here and Egypt, or I say Egypt. I keep calling her Egypt. She's not Egypt anymore. I don't even remember who she is now. But she still does not like us at the moment. So hopefully we'll get that back around. I'm focused on building up some culture stuff right now, because obviously we are way behind on culture, and we really need to get the culture going in a positive direction. We do have the guild hall here. Popping it down will get us a little bit more influence, which is great. 8 gold, 4 happiness, and 2 influence. Pretty good tile. This is 2 less happiness up here, but doesn't take up a spot where we have a mine. So really trying to decide which one is going to be better. Both are probably pretty good options. We're going to go ahead and take care of the one that's over on top of the mine, and we'll just move that unit somewhere else. And we just take the wood tile over there. 1 food, 2 production, and 2 gold, something like that. And now we're going to move our settler up. There is some, again, originally was Egypt, and I might hover over it if I can see it quickly enough. We might see what she's actually called now. You guys probably already know because you saw it pop up at one point and I just wasn't paying attention. It's okay. Whoever she is, she's right there. And obviously I gotta be a little careful, because if she declares war on us, she could attack us, she could take our settler, you know, all sorts of bad things. We just gotta be a little careful floating about with our settler out there in the middle of nowhere. Trying to decide between the culture and the gold here. The culture is about 2.5 turns. The gold is about 3 or 4 turns, something like that. But we just need culture more than gold, quite frankly. So we even though the culture is less per turn kind of value, it's just overall more important for us right this second. Settler was able to make it to landfall right away, which is good. So we'll get the city built next turn. She's approaching us. I'm a little nervous. There we go. So call to war. Hatshepsut. I can't say her name. Sorry. Why can't it just be Cleopatra? So I do, unfortunately, go ahead and decide to do the war because I don't want to lose our ally. So we're at war with her, which is unfortunate. I was hoping to stay at peace with her. It is what it is. So we're going to try and get prepared for whatever unit she's going to be sending our way. Obviously, that city up here to the north, the one that she gave us at one point in time, I assume she's going to be coming forward pretty quick in a hurry. So we're going to go ahead and move our archer over so we can buy another one there. I know she's coming for our capital right now, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to move one archer out. That way we can go ahead and immediately buy another archer in this city. Be able to kind of defend ourselves a little bit better from those different locations. Now, unfortunately, I'm starting to regret my decision to befriend him because I don't want to be at war with her, with Himiko right now. So we're already at war with Hatshepsut, but I don't want to be at war with her. So I'm going to say no to the war here. I don't want to get pulled into a second war. And unfortunately, does get rid of our alliance with him. But at the end of the day, we've got to kind of protect ourselves a little bit. We're already in a war protecting him, so I mean, it is what it is. And since we're in a war, we can actually go ahead and do an attack against this fleet commander here. So we will do that. We did get the city down, of course, as you see that. We got the whales available right away. We do want to move our way over to the T pretty quickly here. We are going to get 750 gold if we improve some resources out there. So hopefully we can get that done as well. And there's our whales, +5 production for that city. So it'll help a little bit, I suppose. Although I don't know exactly how these overseas cities work with regards to like how it sends us resources. Unfortunately, my decision to not going into the war against her and betray my ally backfired on me because she declared war on me anyway. So now we're at war with both of them and we have no ally. I mean, cruel world, right? Cruel world. So we got to get ready for that as well. We are going to, I think, take the gold option here because gold is going to be what helps us get units if we can need to rush units and buy units like that. So we're going to go ahead and take that option. And I need to start kind of building up a little bit of unit stuff here to protect ourselves as much as humanly possible. Although we do still also want culture. We also still would love to get the our unique buildings up here as well. So we got all sorts of choices in our capital. Or is this our capital? Oh, this is the city down here to the south, isn't it? So we got lots of choices here. I think I take the kiln here. Yeah, we do take the kiln here. 6 culture, 1 happiness, not bad. We'll go ahead and take that. And we do have a little bit of low happiness. That's not a big problem right now. 2 heavy archers. Hopefully we'll be able to defend our capital here. We'll go ahead and build some fortifications with the archer that we moved out. And the other one will just stay in the city for now. We're not really doing that much damage to the fleet commander, but it doesn't do any damage to us either, apparently. So I guess we'll keep up the attacks for now. We do have a unit coming at us, the horse archer here, it looks like. We're able to shoot it while it's in the water, which is obviously going to do a lot more damage. I forgot that the ship that we have has 2 attacks. That's what we went back over there to do, is do our second attack. So at war with 2 different people, and very frustrated by it, because I was really hoping to just stay at peace. I want to be at war. I just want to focus on science stuff. But it is what it is. And as you can see, she's landing a lot more stuff now. And unfortunately, now we're at war with him as well. So we're at war with everybody. The world hates us, which I don't think is great. I'm not super big fan of the idea that everybody just hates you all the time in this version of the game. In Civ 6, you could at least get to a point where people sort of liked you a little bit, right? It feels like it takes a lot more work to get people to like you in this version of the game. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan. I don't want to be at war with the world all the time. That's just nothing fun about that. I mean, sometimes you want to, it's okay to be at war because, that's the type of game you want to play that day. But, I don't want to play a war game all the time. So I'm really hoping that there's just a better way to, or maybe they make some adjustments, maybe make them less aggro in the future. I mean, I get it. I could have spent some more influence trying to improve relations with them a bit more, but it feels like it's a lot more work is all I'm saying. It's a lot more work to keep the relationships in a positive state than it ever was before. And then they just declare war for no reason. It's not like they have a specific, like, there's no CB or anything like that. And it's just, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the way it's working so far. A little disappointed in that. Hopefully that gets tweaked at some point. But, I guess it'll make the Deity games that much harder. That's the end of this video. So we're going to put a cut in there here, obviously. I mean, I'm still sort of having fun with the game in a sense. I think there's things that need to be changed. I think there's things that need to be tweaked to make me have more fun with the game. But I'm not like miserable playing the game. I do enjoy it a little bit. There's still a lot I need to learn as well, for sure. So we're kind of working our way through it. But we got one more video that I have to do a voiceover for. And then I'll get back to actually voicing over my play itself. So I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you. And I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.